Good day, we are the Yahyel. Hello, Shivai, welcome. Welcome to our world. Welcome to our dimension. Welcome to our reality. So, we would remind you that as you come to align with a new perspective for a new year, a new orbit of your sun, a new realization of the one infinite creator in form, realizing the dream we see before our eyes, the dream we see in our reality, for the coming forth into this realm, into this world of realization, into this dream, into this expression of creation, in this form, in this format, in this modality, in this here to now moment of realization. We shall proceed with the teletransmission of the upcoming information about the cycle of your sun, about this orbit of your solar radiant star. So, the becoming, the realizing, the realigning of your beingness, of your souls, of your essences, your core signature vibration to the perspective of the higher mind, the higher self, the equation, the realization of one infinite creator in form in this here to now moment, in the perspective of you. The you who you are in this moment, the you who you came to be in this state of being, this state of realized oneness, realized one consciousness in form, that you call yourself, that you call the being you perceive yourselves to be. For the realization is, in this moment, that we are transmitting from our spaceships, from our Yahyel civilization mothership in this moment, from our craft, for the purpose of aligning you to a greater perspective of who you are, for yoking you back into that frequency, that radiant core expression of self that is your heart of heart state of being, your centered state of self, yourself aligned to the perspective of higher mind, higher self, higher consciousness, source consciousness, expressing in the form of the sentient, individuated form, being, higher self. You take yourself as in your ultimate nature. And from this form, and from this realization that you are the higher self, you are the higher mind, you can come to see. You can come to perceive, you can come to experience in your reality new realms of being, new realms of awareness, new realms of hyperdimensional state of being, heretofore unknown in your reality, heretofore unknown in your being, heretofore unknown in this core dimensional state of awareness you have co-created collectively in the form of planet Earth. For the understanding is, it is a co-creation. The understanding is, it is a collective manifestation of source, a collective manifestation of self. The idea you have all stepped down from your true nature as self, your true nature as source consciousness, into individuated aspects of creator, aspects of consciousness, aspects of self, known as higher self. The idea is the higher self is the individuated perspective of infinite creation. This is the version of you that is very much aligned to source consciousness. It is very much a crystalline, perfect, in a sense, diamond perspective of source consciousness. However, in an individuated form. However, it has its own sentience. Your higher selves have sentience. Your higher selves have idea of individuation, which source does not. Source is just source. Source is all that is. But the idea is the source of your being. Your higher self is a perspective of source, much more aligned to the perspective, the understanding that there is only one being in creation, there is only source consciousness, there is only self. However, the higher self has the idea of individuation, the idea of sentience, self-awareness, as a splitting off of source consciousness, of source awareness. And this higher self is you, this is the true you, this is you in your heart of hearts, this is that core signature vibration you hold on to within your heart, you hold on to within your state of being. Those peak experiences, those experiences you may call self-realization, awakening, expansion, realization of more of who you truly are, spiritual experience. This idea is that you're glimpsing more of the vibrational state of the higher mind. You are aligning more to the perspective of the higher self. That state of being which uplifts you. That state of being which you feel good, gives you a state of well-being, alertness, aliveness, centeredness, upliftedness, energizedness. States of bliss, euphoria, expansion, oneness. Perspectives of your truer nature in which you are connected to the one infinite self in myriad forms. Those experiences you have of yourself as one being, expanding out into the consciousness around you. These are more akin to your true nature. These perspectives of self, these self-identifications you have in these enlightened, euphoric, expansive, blissful states of consciousness are, in a sense, experiences of your higher self, experiences of your higher mind. This is the physical translation in form of the vibratory state of being of the higher self. This is a manifestation in form of the frequency that the higher self holds. This is an expression of you as you came here to be. For the understanding is that we all have a code. We all have a core signature vibration, which is akin to the knowing, akin to the understanding that we are emanations of Source. We are emanations of Source consciousness that came here with a specific purpose, a specific meaning, a specific realm of identification, a specific awareness of expression of creation we came here to share with this world. We came here to express in this reality. We came here to express in this quantum, dimensional, hyperspace, time-space, realized aspects of the creation of all that is. And this is you. This core signature vibrational code that emanates from the higher self, which in itself emanates from Source, is a vibrational sequence. It's a vibrational resonance of who you are. A vibrational resonance of your true self, your true nature. For the idea of these beliefs, the idea of this baggage you have picked up in this reality, the idea of these perspectives of living in a linear time-space reality of cause and effect, of living in a world of reaction and interaction, of being, in a sense, slaves of your reality, being at the whim of whatever occurs in your reality, being under the elements, being, in a sense, at the whim of the elements, being, in a sense, having no control of your reality. This perspective you have created in yourselves that you are merely random mutations of a biological entity that came into realization out of who knows where, because no one can point to it because it's a nonsensical idea. These ideas of yourselves as limited beings, at the whim of the elements, having to use your fight or flight instincts, survival of the fittest to get by in this hostile reality, in these random mutations you are, in these physical meat suits, striving, struggling, competing, beating, fighting, struggling, becoming depressed, becoming disillusioned. Oh my God, what's the point in life? All these perspectives of who you are, of course, from our perspective, have nothing to do with who you are. Who you are has nothing to do with your beliefs. It has nothing to do with your mind patterns. It has nothing to do with your realizations, ultimately, although these realizations of self can point you back to a closer emanation of who you are, your core signature vibration. And the idea is just that. You have a core signature vibration, and this is who you are. The baggage, the beliefs, the perspectives, the identifications with body, the identifications with mind, the identifications with the beliefs handed down to you from your scientists that think they have it all figured out. And we assure you they don't. Certainly not the ones that are pointing to a Newtonian Darwinistic expression of creation. They are very much off the mark, and of course they are pointing to aspects of your creation that have reality, that have substance, that are relevant to a third density, fourth dimensional, time-space reality. Of course they have reality. Of course they are very useful for engineering projects, mapping the genome, understanding how the biology and the mechanics of a physical reality works. However, they are limited. They are limited in understanding. They are limited in perception of the true nature of creation. The idea of those Scientists you would call quantum physicists, quantum mathematicians, are getting much closer to the mark. They are realizing the idea of the observer effect, the idea that you can actually affect your reality, that the observer affects reality, that consciousness affects reality, though perhaps what they haven't fully come to understand yet, although some of them are on the verge of this mathematical realization, putting it into a unified equation, is the realization that you are your reality, you are your consciousness, you are the hyperdimensional state of being in which all existence exists. You are the reality in which the world comes into form. And this is why your quantum physicists are coming to understand that the observer can affect reality. But it is more from our perspective that the observer is the reality. There is no separation. There is no separation between observer and effect. Observer and effect are one. And it is this realization, this understanding that you are the reality you previously thought you existed within. It is this understanding and realization that you affect your reality because the reality is you. It is this understanding that you are the hyperdimensional quantum affected beings that determine the outcome of your reality according to your state of being, according to your vibrational state. And this is why we point you back again and again to the idea of realizing your dreams, realizing your highest excitement, truly aligning to your heart's code, your heart's resonatory frequency for the purpose of expression in your reality, that which you came here to do, that which excites you, that which uplifts you. For the idea is that which uplifts you, that which excites you, is the guidance of the higher self, the higher mind, the higher vibratory state more closely aligned to your understanding of yourself, a source awareness, coming here for the purpose of realizing a certain dream, a certain perspective of creation, for the upliftment of your civilization, for the upgrading of your civilization, for the expansion of your reality. For the idea is that when you are acting upon your highest excitement, moment to moment, to the best of your ability, without hesitation, without expectation, the knowing you will always be supported by source code, by source consciousness, in it, whatever way you need abundance to flow into your reality, because reality is the way you say it is your reality, and if you believe it is true, it is so, because there is nothing outside of your reality that can affect you other than you. You can come to share this vibratory state of being with your reality. You can come to realign with this core signature vibration, this state of being that exists within your heart of hearts, that uplifted, expanded, euphoric, jubilant state of being that is expressive of who and what you truly are. And it is coming to realize this, that as you begin to live your excitement in each and every given moment to the best of your ability, you are bringing into this reality, you are bringing into this realm the core signature vibration of your heart of hearts. This core signature vibration that is you, that has nothing to do with your baggage, that has nothing to do with your beliefs, that has nothing to do with these limited ideas of creation handed down to you by your Darwinistic Newtonian scientific expression, scientific understanding of creation, are more aligned to those realizations your quantum physicists are beginning to have in your reality. The idea that you are the quantum effect, the idea is that you are the beings that are expressing in your reality, the idea of quantum movement, the idea is that the quantum movement is the idea from a leap from one perspective to another perspective, from one reality to another reality, one expression of creation to another expression of creation, with no interluding moment. Because that is the idea. There is really no interluding moment. The idea is that reality is created according to the idea that you are shifting through a series of parallel realities, moment to moment to moment to moment, creating the illusion of time and space. But the idea is there is no time, there is no space. There is only you, there is only consciousness. And the time and the space is created within your consciousness, in a sense much like a movie theatre. The idea that in a movie that the illusion of movement, the illusion of fluidity, the illusion of the movie is created by passing a series of slides through the camera. A series of still shots is much akin to the nature of reality. You're creating the illusion of time-space creation by shifting your parallel reality from parallel reality to parallel reality, by shifting your frequency moment to moment. You are shifting to a series of still parallel realities that give the illusion of a fluid time-space creation. And from this perspective, this understanding that there is no interluding space, there is only a series of quantum realizations, quantum leaps from one reality to another reality to another reality. You can come to see that the quantum nature of consciousness is akin to who you are. The idea is that you can use this quantum principle of making a quantum leap from one parallel to another parallel reality to your own benefit. You can come to understand that you are the quantum realizators of your dream. You are the dreaming the realization of your time-space linear expression modality of earth plane existence. Moment to moment, due to the co-creation of your reality, due to co-agreeing between members of your civilization, all members of your civilization, that reality is expressed in a certain way, a certain modality, a certain form. From this perspective, you can see that as you all begin to shift your beliefs, as you begin to all shift your awareness to the understanding that you are the creators of this dream, you are the creators of this realm, and specifically you are the co-creators of this realm, you have co-agreed upon the belief in gravity, you have co-agreed upon the belief in electromagnetism, you have come to co-agree on the idea of time moving in a linear fashion forward, where you grow older and you do not grow younger. When you come to see that this is merely a co-creation, when you come to see that there are infinite perspectives in creation, that there are no laws in creation except for the laws we will now lay out. 1, you exist. 2, you are the creators of your reality. What you put out is what you get back. 3, all things exist here and now. 4, everything changes, except for the first 3 laws. One moment. 4, the one is the all is the one. 5, everything changes except for the first 4 laws. From this perspective, from this realization, from this understanding that these are the only laws in creation, and we hope the channel didn't get confused and managed to relay the information garnered from his understanding of the teachings of Bashar. We sense he got it in alignment. We sense the information was shared in a perspective akin to our understanding. So, when he lets his ego get out of the way and lets us get on with this transmission, and drops his fear of being wrong, we can move on. From this perspective, from this understanding, from this realization, you can come to see that there are no laws in your creation, as put forth by your scientists. These are the only laws. These are the only perspectives. These are the only aspects that are relevant for the understanding of the laws of creation. From here you can come to see that as co-creators of your reality, as you begin to awaken, as you begin to go through this collective transformation of consciousness, this collective transformation of being, the shift into the understanding that you are the creators and co-creators of your reality, as you begin to shift to this perspective, as you begin to shift to this state of awareness, you can begin to let go. You can begin to let go of your need to hold on to any specific perspective. You can begin to see that you are co-creating this dream. You can begin to see that you are co-creating this realization. And you can begin to see that as collectively you shift to this perspective, the more and more of you that wake up to this understanding, the more and more you can begin to collectively co-create the reality you say you prefer. You can begin to create new parameters. You can begin to create new walls, a new box for yourselves. You can begin to let down the boxes, sides of the box, and begin to create more of a pyramidal structure. And the idea that you are not boxed in. And the idea that the boxes become a pyramid. And the idea is that the pyramid is all pointing to source. So the idea is that the walls of the box become pointed to divinity, become pointed to harmony, become pointed to infinity, and infinite perspectives are realized in your reality. And from this perspective, you can come to realize a new dream. You can come to co-create a new reality. You can come to let go of the old perspectives of cause and effect. And you can come to see that you are your reality. And you can come to redefine parameters. You can come to unbox yourself. You can come to break down the walls. And the ideas eventually of gravity, of time and space, moving in a certain direction, of electromagnetism working according to certain properties. You can begin to break down these realities. You can begin to co-agree upon the fact that you can form reality in a different way. And it is this understanding, this realization that you are the co-creators of your reality. That you are taking quantum leaps in each and every given moment into a new parallel realization of the one infinite creator in form, as Earth, as the world. As this realization, as this bubble consciousness you have co-collectively created out of all 7 to 8 billion of you. It is this understanding that will allow you to knock down the walls. It is this understanding that will allow you to build the divine pyramid of consciousness that you are. And it is this understanding that will take you into a new 4th density golden age of love and light. So, until next time in humans, Earth humans, Shivai, good day, we love you. Let go of the barriers, let go of your fears, let go of your needs to be right, let go of the ego, and bridge the gap into a new Earth, a new world, a new pyramidal structure of consciousness. Shivai, good day. Shivai, good day.
Bringing in the Yahyel, bringing in the Yahyel. Our family from the stars, on earth they will dwell. Bringing in the Yahyel, bringing in the Yahyel. Everything will change when we bring in the Yahyel. Bringing in the Yahyel to get this party poppin'. They help us tap into our power to get the boat rockin'. And you know it's a boat that desperately needs to be rocked. We bring in Install family to force elites to stop. The Yahyel are making themselves known, flying around in boomerangs made of chrome. And the boom of the ring is self-empowerment. When we all come together, there will go the shadow government.